G'day guys, welcome back. Welcome to Pouring Your Heart Out. I've got a lovely sunny spring day here today and I'm going to do another resin pour for you. I've had a request, lots of requests actually. You know how I did these guys, the black and gold and the white and gold. So many people have said, can you do black and white but with silver? So I thought, okay, let's do that. So I'm going to do that today. Let's move these babies out of the way. So this is the coaster mold that I made with the you know, the rock edge. It's not just a smooth up and down edge like all the other molds that you can get. It's all kind of bumpy and rocky looking. So that's what I've done. And I've made this myself, as I said, so I'm going to use it again. So same colors as before. The black and the white are from LeRez, and these are pigment pastes. So I'm going to do white in these two, black in these two, and then these two I'm going to do half black, half white. See if I can do that. And then later on today, I'll come back and I'll do a clear coat with some silver leaf. Same as I did with these guys, where I did the gold, the black layer, and then I came back later to do the top coat with the gold leaf in it. So that's what I'll do. So I'll move the silver over there. And I've made up, this is the Barnes Clariti, that one there. Not heat resistant, but I would suggest when you're doing your top coat with your gold leaf or silver leaf, that's when you could then go to like maybe a U resin or something that is heat proof, heat resistant for your top coat. So that's always an option, isn't it? And that way you can put hot drinks on the coasters as well as cold drinks. So I have actually got a few heat resistant or heat heat resistant resins. What have I got? Where's my little list? Here, I wrote this out. U resin cast goes to 110 degrees Celsius or 230 Fahrenheit. Platinum super coat is food safe and goes to 80 degrees. Delcom crystal clear goes to 80 degrees. Delcom ultra cast goes to 95 degrees. And I've got one that I've just ordered yesterday that obviously hasn't arrived yet. It's the platinum ultra clear. It goes to 65 degrees, so similar to this platinum super coat, but I just wanted to see, because it's ultra clear, when I'm doing like clear things like you know, my little fish aquariums that I was doing. So anyway, I just bought a little bit of that. It's really cheap here in Australia anyway. Now I'm going to divide this equally. Actually, I'll put both cups next to each other so that I can make sure that they're equal. So what have I got? I've got, I did 100 and, write it down. $70 grams of part B and 150 grams of part A. So that's what I've got for my first layer. Slightly less than what I would be using for my second layer, because I want the second layer to be thicker so that my silver leaf doesn't poke through the surface. So I think if it's got a little bit more depth to it, I can kind of sink the leaves in a little bit more. That's the plan anyway. Hopefully that'll work, rather than just 50-50 for each of the two layers. Okay, so that's that done. They are equal. And I have to buy some more of this black paste because I've only got a tiny little bit in there. So I'm going to do two big scoops. I'm going to put you, now you're going to be all grubby, aren't you? Oh, maybe I'll just put you on the side there. Two big scoops of the black. And two big scoops of the white. Oh dear, I've just got it on my on my nice clean mold. Nice big scoop. Just run it up the side there. And another big scoop. There we go. All right, now I have to clean up my mess. I'll get a baby wipe. Very handy to have in your studio is the old baby wipe. So, today for me is Saturday. You won't see this video until, well, you know, it's going to take a while for the resin to dry and for me to coat the edges and things, because I've got my son's wedding tomorrow, Sunday afternoon. And I've been making wedding cake this morning. I got up early. I'm doing 3 layers, or 3 tiers I should say, 3-tier wedding cake, and each tier has got 4 layers, so 12 layers in all. So I've just got 1 more to pop in the oven because I've had to do it in batches. So I've got 1 more to pop in the oven after I finish this video. And then, yeah, they're done, and then they can cool, and then I'll start assembling them. I will show you a photo. Like, it's not going to be anything special. Like, you know, I'm not a pastry chef or anything, just like a home baker. But I'll put a photo up anyway at the beginning of one of my videos so you can see it. Tash, that's my son Shane's fiance, she wants a naked cake. And I said to her, Tash, what's a naked cake? I had to Google what a naked cake was. So you could, it's only like a short, well, how can I say, a thin coating of icing or frosting on the outside, so you can kind of see the cake and the layers through the frosting, and that's apparently called a naked cake, which is, I think, much easier to do anyway, because you don't have to be so specific about your frosting. So I just put a thin skim coat on over the top. Have frosting in between each layer, of course. And Tash is vegan and my son's dairy free, so the actual wedding cake is going to be vegan. And it's actually a really delicious chocolate cake. It's light and fluffy and chocolatey, and there's no eggs, no butter, no dairy in it. And then the frosting is just it's a nut, it's called Nuttalex. It's a nut-based, like a margarine butter type of a thing. That's really nice and opaque. So that's going to be the frosting with the icing sugar. And that looks nice and opaque too. So that's what I'll be using between the layers. And then I'm going to blitz up a couple of blocks of vegan hazelnut chocolate, which is yummy. I love to eat it anyway, and I'm not vegan. And I'm going to kind of sprinkle it around the bottom of each layer of cake, and then Tash will decorate it with some flowers that she's got. And then that'll be it. Done. And I am done too, mixing. So there you go. Right, so white, black, black and white. So I'll just put a little bit. I've gone through and I've cleaned up all my little coasters with the masking tape. You can see all the bits of fluff and stuff on it. You don't realize they're there until you look at the back of the masking tape. All right, so I'll put a little bit of white in each. I'll just make sure that they go to the sides. And I need to keep some for down here when I go half-half. So I'll just help these. I'll just push them out to the edges. As I said, I don't want the bottom layer too thick. I'd rather have the top clear layer thicker than the bottom layer. So that I can hide my bits of foil in it. Because, you know, sometimes they kind of poke to the top, and you don't want that. Oh, the other thing, yesterday, was it yesterday? Yesterday, yes, I made another one of these molds, but I only made 4 coasters. Do you want to see it? I haven't used it yet because I thought, oh, I was going to use it today, and then I thought, no, because I need 2 white, 2 black, and then 2 black and white. So I thought I'll use the 6 again. But I've got the 4. I may produce both for you guys to purchase if you're interested. Would you be more interested in a 4 or a 6? Alright, just leave that there. Might have come up the side a bit with that one. Don't think it matters. No, I'll just show you this other one I made real quick. It's very cute. Oh, it's got fluff on it already. Get the fluff off real quick. Anyway, that's it there. Just in a square. So 4. Very cute, isn't it? If you only want to do 4. Because, you know, sometimes it's expensive to do, well, it is. It's expensive to do 6 at a time because you're using a lot of resin, you're using a lot of pigments. So sometimes you might only want to do 4. But then, you know, if you're a family of 4, you kind of want 6 for when you have guests over, don't you? For coasters. I don't know. Or if you're selling them, maybe you only want to sell 4 at a time. I'm not sure. You guys let me know. Would you prefer a set of 4 or a set of 6? Now I'll make sure I've got equal amounts of this resin left. Oh, I can't see through the side because it's just black. Put a little bit more in. Actually, I might weigh them and then see if they're equal. Let's push this to the sides. It's not very exciting, is it, watching me layer black and white? Not terribly exciting at all. Oh well, it's part of the process. Oh, I haven't saved any for my little hearts. I'll see if I've got any left at the end. I'll just do one black one and one white one. Not quite sure how much I've got left there. All right, let's give those a torch, and then I'll do the other ones. And if there's any bits of fluff and things, take them out straight away. I think they kind of look equal. I think maybe this one's got a little bit more in it. Hard to know, really. Hard to know. Okay, now the fun bit. I thought I'd pour both cups at the same time, like when I do a kiss pour. Put the stick on the other side. Okay, let's see if I can do this. I'll start at the edges here. I'm right-handed, so the right one goes a little bit faster. How am I doing? Ooh, I don't know if I'm equal here. It moves depending on how much you put in. Oh my gosh. All right. That's not exactly straight there. Well, that's tricky, isn't it? How do you, oh my god, now I'm making it worse. I'll just leave it for now. Actually, maybe what about if I do them touching to begin with? Maybe that's better. Oh my gosh, I just dropped in it. So no, that's not better either. I don't know. You know what? I'm going to I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do that because, yeah, I don't know. Is that all right? Or is it better just like that? That's really hard, you guys. Need more practice on that for sure. What about if I swirl it? Does that look all right like that? I'm going to do the same to that one, hadn't I? I don't know whether these little shapes will actually stay like this because, you know, resin keeps moving and changing and it does its own thing. Now, I wonder if I can bring the black through the white a little bit as well. I think I'm just making a mess. Oh, I don't think that worked very well, you guys. I've got some little black dots in my white here. I'm going to have to hide them. Well, that was harder than I thought. I thought maybe they'd kind of stay together, or the white stay on its side and the black stay on its side, but no. Didn't want to do that at all. I'm just having trouble with this little bit here. Oh, I'm probably going to make it worse if I play with it. Did I save any for my little heart? Hope I've got enough for my little heart. I need a little bit. Just a little thin layer. I overflowed my hearts last time and I had some leakage because it was overflowing, so just be careful not to overflow them. They're only little and you end up putting more in than you should. Okay, so that's that one. I don't know about these two, you guys. Not happy with those. I have to try something like that again, hey? See if I can do better next time. That was tricky. I guess because the resin's so thin, maybe if I waited until it kind of thickened up a little bit, it might have been better. It might have stayed in its own little half better. So I guess I could try that at some stage. I've got more black left than I have white. I don't know why. Get in there. Okay. Rightio. Oh. Let's wipe up my little edge there. Try and make it look pretty. Are we still taping? Yes. Now I don't mind that. It's just this bit here where I've kind of gone a bit milky looking, blurry. I wonder if I can fix it or whether it's just going to make it worse. Probably make it worse, hey? Okay, that's looking a bit better. Just trying to bring that black through into the white a bit. Keeps moving back. Like I said, it'll just keep changing, doing what it wants to do. Right, let's give it all a torch. gosh, that was tricky. What do you think? Is this okay? I don't know. I should have probably just left it half-half, but because of the rocky, like, geode edges, the resin kind of wants to pull in and change sort of shapes anyway, because it's not a smooth, rounded edge. Do you know what I mean? All right, stop playing with it, woman. Right, I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to cover it with my little plastic drawer, like so. And I'll come back to you in about 4 hours or so this afternoon. And we'll do the next layer. All right, I better go. I'm going to go and put that other cake in the oven. See you soon. Hey guys, I have decided I don't like these two at all, so I'm going to pull them out while it's still soft, and I'm going to re-pour. So I'm going to wait until I've mixed up some more resin, and I'm going to wait until it's thickened, and then I'm going to try pouring again. But I'm just going to take these guys out. Still really soft, but they should come out okay. I'm going to put a glove on. Hang on. Put some gloves on, because I thought I might like put them over a little cup or something, and I think that's a bit small actually. I better get a bigger cup and see if I can make like a little bowl or something out of them, just so that they're not wasted. What do you think? I can put them over a little cup. Anyway, I don't know. I was going to just throw them out, and I thought, oh, maybe I can just put them over a cup. Look how soft they are. The perfect time to be moulding them. What's the back look like? Got the stripe on the back. But anyway, let's just do that. Rather than wasting resin. What do you think? I don't mind the little design there. I mean, it's just not what I wanted on the coaster, so we'll try again with the coaster. Try not to touch the top, because the top is going to be the outside of our little bowl, little trinket bowl. Just trying to slide my hand underneath. And it'll do what it wants to do. The resin will just fall the way it wants to fall, and that's fine. I don't mind. Might come back and sort of shape it every, I don't know, 10 minutes or so. There we go. See, that's all right. Better than throwing it out, isn't it? Yes. One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, 5 little points. I think that's nice. I think they look nice in odd numbers rather than even numbers for your little points. So anyway, that's them. And hopefully they won't be wasted. Now I've got my resin. I've got 2 little cups. I'm going to put half in each, and I'm going to put the pigment paste in, and then I'm going to walk away and come back in about half an hour. This is probably too much, but yeah, it wasn't a lot that I had to mix. I only mixed up 75 grams, 50 of one and 25 of the other. So yeah, it's not a lot. Alrighty, got my little sticks. Now hopefully I've got enough black left, because I didn't have much black in the first place. Scrape out my little container and put a full stick in that one and see if that's enough. And then a full stick in that one. Whoops, don't fall in. Don't fall in. Oh my gosh, making a mess. I'm going to go wipe the edge. Alright, I'll mix those up and see how they look. Make sure that they're going to be nice and opaque. Let's get the resin off my gloves. Oh, I haven't got a baby wipe on me. Alright, give that a mix. I ended up getting a skewer and going swirling like that between the two, because I didn't like the little flicks that I did, so I just went swirl, 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 and that's what I got. And it'd be fine in a different application. It's just not what I wanted for these. I wanted these more of just a modern, clean, simplistic kind of a look. So 2 white, 2 black, and then 2 half white and half black. So we'll just keep trying, hey, until we get what we want. Doesn't always work the first time, but that's okay. Hopefully this will. And the other thing that I thought probably would be a good idea is if I poured it slowly and just had a very thin layer that just covered the base and made sure that it was half-half, and then I could kind of fill it up a little bit. I think maybe I had too much in there and it was just all flowing over itself. Over my little border lines, trying to cross the borders when it shouldn't be. Border control required. I think our borders are still shut actually. A lot of borders are still shut in Australia. You can't go from state to state. Alright. Yep, that looks good. Okay, I'm going to come back in half an hour and see if my resin has started to thicken up. It's not leaving any kind of a mound at the moment. So I'll keep a check on that, and when it starts leaving a little mound, then I'll know that, well, I'll try anyway to pour it again and see if it works out better next time. So I'll see you in half an hour. It's actually been 40 minutes. I checked it at half an hour and it still wasn't leaving a mound. You probably can't see in there, but it's actually leaving a mound and it's getting quite warm. It was warm half an hour ago, but I'm pushing the boundaries here to see how far I can push this. So it is leaving a mound. The black one seems thicker than the white one. I may have put more paste in, pigment paste in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour a little bit in. Hopefully I haven't left it too long. I'm going to pour half in. Like that. See, it's staying in its, move that out of the way. It is staying like more in its shape, because it is a bit thicker. Well, I'm assuming it's because of that reason. So I'll pour that in. It's nice and thick now. I'm going to just get that into the edges there. Yeah, it was pretty touch and go there. I thought, oh, I'll just wait another 5 minutes. And so I did. And then I thought, no, I better do it before it, you know, sets up totally and then I can't use it. So that looks about half. Let's do this one real quick before it sets up. I hope the white's okay sitting over there while I'm doing this. It didn't seem to be as thick. Come on, Julie, go, 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 girl. Come on. Get in there. I'm going as fast as I can. It's setting up as I speak. Go. Go, you good thing. Okay, that's done. Let me see if the white's still okay. Yeah, the white did seem to be thinner. Do that one first. And just kiss the edges there. Kiss, kiss. Kiss the edges. Oh, I think it's going to work, you guys. Spread that out. And hopefully I've got enough left. And this doesn't go off. Yeah, it's weird. The black just was going off much faster than the white, obviously, because I must have put a little bit more pigment paste in there, and it's, you know, the more you put in there, or maybe it was a little bit more in the cup. It might have been a little bit deeper in the cup. Okay, let's hope that this one's okay as well. Look, you guys, I'm doing it. Oh my gosh. Persistence pays off, hey? I didn't know if it would work or not, but I thought, look, I'm going to give it a go. What have I got to lose? I just waste a little bit more resin. Now let's just push this into the edges. You can see how sticky and thick it's getting. I don't want to overfill these. I hope I haven't put too much resin in. I haven't used everything that I made. Oh, look, I did it. No, I shouldn't play with it, should I? She says as she plays with it. I'm just trying to push that line over a little bit. Whoops! Oh no! Oh no! This is what happens when you play with it. You shouldn't play with it. Oh, now I'm just a big sticky mess. I've got resin all over my gloves. I don't know if I can fix that. I'm going to try and use this skewer. Just disguise that little line there. It is getting quite sticky now, so if I lift it, it'll make a little point. So I've just got to be really careful. And maybe leave well enough alone. Give it a quick torch. Get those bubbles out. Now I wonder if the cup's stuck to me. Oh, I'm getting myself into a big mess here. I wonder if I can. No, probably can't. I wanted to just put a little bit more. I should just leave it, shouldn't I? I was going to say put a little bit more of the black just in that little corner there. Oh, the cup's stuck to my gloves. Probably telling me not to. That tiny little bit of black in that corner there. Do you think I can do that? No, I don't think I should. No, it's not. Remember the 70-30 rule from acrylic pouring. If you're 70% happy with it, leave it. Otherwise you start messing around with it and playing with it, and then you end up only being 30% happy with it. So I probably could have let the resin like wait 35 minutes instead of 40, because yeah, it's really starting to thicken now. I'm not going to touch it at all. I'll just give it a torch. Look at that, you can see the bubbles coming up to the surface there. All right, well, I think that's much more successful than my first one. I mean, I've got a little bit of a bend there, but I'm not going to stress about it. Excuse me. I've got a hair in there, which I'll try and get out, and then I'll just melt it again. Melt the resin again. Alrighty, there you go, you guys. Persistence pays off, hey? Yes. Plus I've got 2 little cups. So not a bad way to spend the afternoon. Right, I'm going to go and ice my wedding cake. And I'm going to wait. I'll come back and do these this evening. Just before bed, I'll put the clear coat on and see how they go. All right, that worked. Happy with that. See you soon. Hey guys, I'm back. Look at my little bowls. Aren't they cute? I just think I should have had this on the inside because this is the pretty side. I think they'd be really pretty if you put some gold along the edges though. I think that would be really nice. So there they are. At least they're not wasted, hey? But yeah, I should have had the pretty side on the inside. Next time, move them out of the way. Right, I've got my silver flakes. I've got my resin. I'm using this one today. See how it goes. This is the platinum, what's it called? Super coat. So it's 2 parts of one to 1 part of the other. And it is heat resistant to 80 degrees Celsius and 175 degrees Fahrenheit. It's also a food safe one, but that doesn't really matter with coasters. But I thought I'll do the top coat in this just for a change because I've still got some. And then maybe I'll do a heat test like in a month and see how it reacts. There's a hair in there, but it's stuck in there. I have gone through with my little bit of tape and taken out all the little bits of dust and things, even though it was covered, like there was still some little bits in there. So I've got my silver, I've got my resin. I'm just going to mix it together. I don't know if you can see. And I want the silver to be quite floaty, so like not too thick and chunky. So yeah, I'm going to make it quite like a thin mix. I don't want it to be a thick chunky silver mix, if you know what I mean. So that's still too much in there, like too much silver, but I'm going to add more. I might just actually pour this into the other cup. Once I've got them all sort of broken up into little pieces, I'll pour them back into the big cup, or maybe I'll just fill this one up with resin, I don't know, just to dilute it a little bit more because it's a little bit thick still and I want it to be more of a delicate sort of a look, like not too much silver, but it's just easier to mix them all up and sort of break them up a bit because you don't want, oh, well, I don't want the leaves too big. I'd rather them be smaller. Let's just pour that in there. I'm going to keep a little bit of clear back in my little cup there, my big cup, just in case I need it to fill in any areas, but hopefully I've got enough. So it looks, it's quite a lot actually. Oh, I hope I haven't put too much silver in. It's really hard because it takes up a lot of space, just like one little leaf, because it's so floaty. But I've nearly finished my pyramid mold, so if I've got any silver left, I'll put it in the bottom of my pyramid mold. So give it a good stir, make sure everything's kind of floating, hasn't all sunk to the bottom, and then just pour it in. Basically, that's all you do. Oh, look at that. I probably have got a little bit too much silver in here, but hey, it doesn't matter. Pour it in. I'm just going to fill up my little cup with the rest of this resin. So it's all got silver in it. Just off screen here, but just filling it up. Filling up my cup again. So I finished my wedding cake. Well, not my wedding cake, my son's wedding cake yesterday. Actually, today is the morning of the wedding, but I wanted to get this done real quick because it's going to set overnight. I'll put a little photo up at the end of the video of the cake if you're interested. It turned out all right, actually, considering I'm no professional baker. I'm quite happy with it regardless. It's a labour of love, hey? Oh, that's looking pretty. I'm just going to make sure I'm not overfilling everybody. Make sure that they're all equal. I do think this one's got a few too many leaves because I've diluted this lot here. So I might actually try and take a little bit of those leaves out. I'm just going to be careful not to overflow these again like I did last time. And it looks as if I'll have a tiny bit of resin left, but I don't think it's going to be enough. By the time I've put a little bit more resin in each of these little coasters just to dome them, I don't think I'm going to have any left for my pyramid. I'm just going to pick a little bit of this silver out. I just feel as if it's a bit much. This little white one hasn't got much. She can have a little bit more. All right, let's give it a quick torch. And then I'm going to add a little bit more just until the molds are full. Because it's a coating resin, this one, it should dome. So that'll be interesting to see if it does dome. It's probably going to take a little bit longer to set up than my usual resins because it is the doming resin. Not sure, we'll see how long it takes. I'm just going to take a little bit of silver out of this one. I'll be right back. I just think it's a little bit too much in there. So there we go, all done. Now let's see if we can look over the top of it to see if it's doming. It is doming a little bit. It doesn't seem to be as much of a doming resin as the Barnes Clariti, but you can see like in the back there, they kind of rounded on top. So that's them. And let's see if we can go in for a little close-up. Looking good. I've tried to sort of move the gold leaf over the very edges. Like on this one where you can try and sort of disguise that black and white isn't maybe as straight as it should be. I've just kind of covered it up with a bit of silver to make it look as if it's more straight. But yeah, it's turned out really well. I took a little bit of silver out of those two at the end there. Yeah, looking good. Here's my little hearts. Little pouring your heart out. Alrighty, that's me done. Got a big day ahead of me, so I'm going to go and get organised. And tomorrow, after the wedding, I'll come and demold these, and I'm going to paint the edges in silver. I've got 2 silver pens. I've got that one, the Krylon Silver, and I've got, what's this one? Deco Colour Premium Prime in silver. So yeah, I'll see which one of those I want to do. But yeah, wish me luck for today, and I'll see you all tomorrow for the unmolding. Have a great day. Hey everyone, I'm back. It's that time of the day. It's the demolding time. I've got my little white glove on so I don't leave any fingerprints on the top. I've got my silver pen. Now this one's just arrived. I haven't actually used this one before. Deco Colour. So we'll see how that goes. That's the nib on the end there. About the same width as the coaster, so that should be easy to do. I've got my little sander, my nail emery board, if I do need to sand anything. So let's get them out. This is the best part, isn't it? You wake up and the first thing you think about is, oh, I get to demold my coasters today. So as you can see there, I tried Come on, you're going to focus. I tried to get the top layer a little bit thicker. I think I might have. So that's it there. Right, back is just gorgeous plain white. There's a little bubble there where I probably should have run my stick just along the very edge of the coaster mold, like on the inside there, because the little bubbles can get trapped, but I didn't do it. But look, that's easily just fixed with a sand. I won't do it now in case I get sand, bits of dust all over my others, but yeah, easy enough to do. A little sharp edge there, again, just needs a little bit of a sand. I will do that before I paint the edges. So that's it there, the first one out, white with silver. Let's do the black with silver next. Just push them all down to help them out. Look at that. Love it. My preference is still gold because I'm a gold girl. My jewelry is all gold. I don't really wear silver, but a lot of people had requested the silver ones. And just black on the back. So there we go. Right, let's have a look at the two-tone. It's more black than white, but it's okay. It was much better than my first attempt, wasn't it? And I kind of disguised the edges there where it wasn't very straight with some silver leaf. So that's the back. Love them. Let's see if we can look across the top actually. Look how smooth that is, because I made my top layer a little bit thicker this time. I don't have any leaf sticking out. Can you see any? No, I don't think so. I think it's just beautifully, beautifully glossy. So yay, fantastic. I won't get all those out, there's no point, they're going to be exactly the same. Let's get my little heart out, my little pouring your heart out. You're going to let go? Let go. Where are you stuck? Hang on, I need to have a look. Got him. That is a little bit more tricky to get out, these little tiny ones. So that's him there, also beautifully and shiny. Back's just black. There's the side. Cute, hey? Alright, I shall go around this side to get the white one out. Tricky doing it backwards because I want to have my glove on. Righty, oh. Aren't they pretty? That looks good, doesn't it? On the edges there. But I'm going to paint the edges silver. Now, have I got one that I can do, or do they all need sanding? I gave that one a little sand just along the bottom edge there where I had some of those little bubbles. You're going to focus. I'll have to move everything out of the way, I think, for it to focus. Let's put you there. Let's see if that's any better. No? Come on, you can do it. Oops. Right, let's see if we can focus. I have so much trouble focusing this thing lately, I don't know why. Okay. Now I need to look over the top of the camera so I can actually see what I'm doing. Let's just paint this on. Oh, the silver is amazing. It's so shiny and pretty. Look at that. Wow. Give it a little push to get it started. If there's any little holes or anything like an air bubble, you can just push the nib down and it'll kind of fill in with paint. Move it around. It's a little bit more difficult with my rock edges because it's not just, you know, straight up and down. It's got little ins and outs and little rocky crevices and nooks and crannies and things, which makes it a little bit more difficult to paint, but it looks just so much more realistic and attractive, I think, having that rock look edge. The silver, I can't believe how good the silver is, because I've only been using the Krylon pen, but this is just, the silver is anyway, just amazing. Much better than the Krylon, and it's half the price. Well, it is in Australia anyway. I'm going to have to jump online and order some more before you guys get them all. Hey, don't leave me any. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. I found with the silver Krylon, I had to do like 2 coats to get a good covering, but this just covers amazing. All right, I won't go around the whole thing for now. I'm just going to, we'll do the edge, and what I'm going to do is just going to put half the nib on the edge and half off. Hopefully you can see that. And just come around. Not too thick. I don't like it too thick on the top. Just a little glimmer. Pretty easy to do. Just follow that. There's a little rim to follow. Oh, we're done. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? Wow. So pretty and shiny. I really like the black and silver. I didn't think I would, but I do. All right, I'm going to finish this one. I did my little bowl. I just did the top of my little bowl of that one, just for fun. I've done these ones as well. They're drying at the moment, so I'll go and set up for a photo shoot when they've dried, and I'm going to paint my little hearts as well on the sides. So I'm going to do that. What am I up to? I've only got a little bit more to do. All right, I'm going to keep going, and I'll see you for the finished shot. Oh, look out for the photo of the wedding cake at the end. I'm going to put it in for you. All right, see you then.